Hi everyone, I'm just checking in here with a short video to help you out as we get into the home stretch for senior seminar. So I've noticed that most of you have some outstanding assignments due, and so I thought it might be useful just to take a minute to kind of get an overview of what it is that you may still need to do, and then give you some tips for how to catch up with your work. So I know it can be a struggle, particularly once you start getting behind and more assignments keep piling up and you're juggling other classes. It's really hard to get all of this work done. So I just want to give you a little bit of advice, what I use when I start getting behind. I'm also taking an online class this semester, and I found myself in a situation where I had missed a couple of deadlines. And then suddenly I started to feel really panicky because not only did I have those assignments to catch up on, but then I also had new assignments to do too. So I certainly know the feeling. And I'll just kind of show you what I did to help get myself caught up, and hopefully this will help you as well. So first thing, here I'm going to share in our course screen. So you should be able to see the course module. This is just a reminder, a couple of ways to find the assignments that are outstanding. You can either just click over to the grade book, and I won't click over because I don't want to share everybody's grades. But remember that at the top of each assignment, there's the link to the assignment. So you can click on it that way. And then that's also the easiest way because you'll know for sure if you've submitted it or not. All the grading is caught up. Your other choice is to look at the calendar. So just go in and click back. So you should know, say you know that you got everything caught up through that Explore Careers assignment, but SA2 is where you started falling off. So then you'd know that these are the assignments here then in through November that you'd want to do to get caught up with today, and then maybe even work ahead a little bit. You can see you have these two assignments coming up, and then the SA3 project goes here. All right. So once you face the assignment list, right, and kind of get a sense of it, what I would suggest that you do is just make a to-do list. I know it's shocking, but sometimes just having that moment to sit down and write everything out can really help. So here is a sample to-do list for someone who maybe started getting behind with SA2. So you know that you'd have these just kind of quick assignments, the outline, the bibliography, a conversation about poems, a poem discussion board, and the poetry quiz. And then also SA2, which is a bigger project, so it has some smaller steps in it, like brainstorming your ideas, writing your outline, which you can also then put into the SA2 outline box, doing your research, and then posting those sources in the class bibliography, writing. I usually like to break my writing sessions into a page or maybe 2 pages at a time rather than saying in my to-do list, okay, I'm going to just write the whole thing, then edit it and submit. So you have these kind of smaller, more manageable bits. So ideally, maybe each of these projects would take 20 minutes to 30 minutes, each of these little steps. So what I do, I work in work blocks. So I go into my calendar and set out a block of time, for example, 2 hours in the morning to work on my teaching, an hour in the afternoon to do scheduling, or an hour in the afternoon to do grant writing. So whatever it is, look at your calendar and decide, okay, here are a couple of hours, more than what you've been doing, unfortunately, right? That you can block out for work blocks, and go ahead even into your calendar and tick those off. I know when I was in college, my quote unquote work block time happened after my roommate went to bed. So usually this was like 11 to 1 or 2 back when I was young and I was a night owl. Now it's more likely to be first thing in the morning or between those 9 to 5 work hours, because I'm juggling family life and other responsibilities. However you do it, once you've blocked things out on your calendar, then go into your to-do list and say, okay, since these assignments overlap, on work block, my first work block, I can probably get 3 things done. So I'll put work block 1, and maybe I don't want to work, maybe just brainstorming would be enough on essay 2 for that first day. Maybe I could go ahead and jot a quick outline and submit that. So that would help me get those points knocked out of the way. Work block 1. And then maybe I'll do this quick response to one of those podcasts in that work block as well. All right. So then you sort of have, okay, that's going to be an hour or 90 minutes of work. And then the next day I can go in, add the others, right? So once you sort of assign each task to a work block, then it doesn't feel quite so overwhelming. I know it's very tempting to just say to yourself, well, I'll just put everything off until Thanksgiving break and then I'll get everything all done then. But it can, real life comes in the way. You're going to be making transitions back to home. It's a stressful time in our lives anyway. So it may be that these next 2 weeks, while you're kind of still in your same routines, that might be the best time to get caught up on all of this work. So I hope these tips give you some ideas and inspiration for tackling the rest of your work in this class and maybe using the same strategies in other classes as well. As always, let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to set up a conference with you if you want to bounce ideas off of me, or if you want to show me some of your work in progress. I'm happy to take a look at that. Good luck.